Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Guildford, once again. You are back for SimHaus V8 League 2026. It is round 5, and it's been so long since our rounds in New Zealand, Ruapuna and Taupo. We are back in Tasmania. Still not back on the mainland, but close enough, as we are in Perth, Tasmania, for the Symmons Plains Raceway. Round 5, we've got 2 races, 28 laps and 45 laps. And each lap will consist of 2.411 kilometres. So it is overcast at the moment. We're in a warm-up session. Qualifying has been done, and we're about to go racing. So welcome. Before we get into the racing, I'll just have a look at the tyre charts. And these are the tyres on offer to the drivers. Super soft and softs, the most likely on available for these drivers. I don't think there's much clouds above, so pretty safe to say they'll all be on super softs for this round. The championship table as it stands so far, it is Scott Flack after the round win in New Zealand on 72 points in the lead, ahead of Daniel Opedisano and Craig Broadbent, the top 3, and Brycey moving up a spot into P4 at the moment. Michael Court staying level there as Rob Logan moves up as well. James Spotto had a bit of a shocker in the New Zealand rounds, but he'll be there to bounce back. Alon Day not with us, dropping back another position into P8. And Antonis Papanopoulos, look at that, 17 points, shoots him up into 9th place in the championship, ahead of David Baker on 21 points. That's the top 10. We are about to go racing for you guys, and I'll just bring up the grid for you guys because we didn't see the quali. I'll bring up the results here. And it was Scott Flack on a 50.749, fastest lap of the race. Craig Broadbent on starting next to him. It'll be a tough fight into turn 1 there with Daniel Opedisano, Justin Bryce in the second row. Peter English moving up the ladder, qualifying in P5. He was top of the practice times throughout the break between New Zealand and now, so he'll be hot to trot there. And Antonis Papanopoulos, our Greek god, coming back, qualifying P6. Meneguzzo from Queensland, always very solid drive from him. Let's see how he goes in P7. James Spotto, the Sprite and the Founder boys together for BS Motorsport in 8 and 9, and Ross Licciardi in the top 10. P11, David Baker in the second of the SimHaus racing team with Michael Court in 12, Rob Logan, Neil Haynes 13, 14, and Troy Jaslowski back with us for P15. All right, so we are going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back after the messages, ready for race 1. Stay tuned. Let's go.
But what are we playing?
Ya lo sabéis, it's Halo Day.
Yeah, one sec.
He's playing football, isn't he?
这家伙, you know he fancies himself footballer.
Oh, whatever. Look, your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me invincible. All right, let's get on Halo then.
Let's go.
Ready.
Dale.
You went back this time, right? You got some stuff?
Chill, chaval. I won't ghost you this time.
I'm going hallway.
I got right.
Uno fuera.
Oh, another one down. Lock in. Next kill wins it.
Where is he? No lo veo.
Nisha, do you hear that?
Quick on him, top left.
I'll push it. He's one shot.
Game over.
Got him.
Well played.
Same time tomorrow then.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Chao, nos vemos.
Okay, welcome back. We are ready for race one. Sorry about the delay. We are in race one, ready to go. The boys are gridding up. We've still got 30 seconds to the grid, so we're very relaxed. The boys are stressed. They haven't been driving for a while, so they're just getting used to it. The nerves are kicking in. The time is down. We're going to hear the lights go, and it'll be all on for race one. Welcome back. It is round 5. We are in Tasmania, 28 lap stonker here at Perth, Tasmania for Symmons Plains. The lights are up. We're waiting for the tone. There it is, and race one about to start. There they go. Broadbent getting a flyer. Scott Flack always struggling off the line a bit, but here they go, slotting into P2. It's all on back here. Licciardi going wide there, just struggling to get back on. And it's Broadbent down. First into the hairpin, Scott Flack. Opedisano getting pressured by Justin Bryce, and that is Czeslowski up on the inside, and that's Meneguzzo. That's Antonis Papanopoulos up the inside. Meneguzzo slotting in to P7 where he started, but it's a drag race. Justin Bryce under pressure from Peter English here. Watch this on the inside. Can he get it under brakes? Very strong. Brycey very strong on Oppo. Oh, Peter English forcing the issue here. This is on board with Peter English on Justin Bryce. Let's see how they go. Justin Bryce getting defensive, but comes across. Oh, bit of a kick into the side panel, and that's Papanopoulos coming around the outside on the arm guard. And now it's causing a bit of a block. He's Spotto there trying to squeeze up next to Meneguzzo in the green. Up inside Justin Bryce as well now. 2 spots down the back straight. Can he make it stick on the outside? He's got the best position for the next corner, but he's got to get that side draft. Got to tuck in as hard as he can. And it's a long run down as Broadbent still out in front by over a second now, just under. Watch this, Spotto. He's got to defend against Meneguzzo. They're all just got to settle in, look after their tyres. It's a 28 lap race. We've already done 2 across the main straight. And Baker down in 10th, up 1 position. Michael Court behind him. I think it's Licciardi that's dropped back a couple of spots. All right, so up the front, Broadbent, Opedisano on the back of Flacky here. Flacky just going wide there, struggled on the brakes, just a touch of a lock-up. As there's a bit of locking up there, we can hear it. Logan going through now in P13. And it's a long race down the back here. Look at that train down the back straight. On board with Rob Logan, with Ross Licciardi in front and Neil Haynes behind. Trying to gain under brakes, which he should be able to do. Yeah, just a bit of a blip to get the car to rotate. Take that corner nice and smooth. Oppo with the fastest lap of the race at 51.4. Oh, just a bit of dirt there for Rob Logan. Settling into turn 1 for the 4th time. Licciardi just in front there. Meneguzzo down in 8th position now. All by himself, but Spotto is putting pressure on Bryce. Look at them all come in. We've got 15 drivers here, all keen to get back on track because we've had a bit of a break from Taupo and Ruapuna. Back on dry land in Tasmania. Welcome back. It is round 5, race 1, and it's James Spotto in P7. He loves his P4, so keep an eye on that. Currently in P4 is Peter English coming in, just defending in front of Antonis Papanopoulos. Peter English getting a new setup at home, so he's enjoying the rig, no longer on the little joystick there, so he's doing very, very well on a joystick, and now he's converted to the wheel, so he's a lot more consistent now, and he's very solid up into P4 already. So gap to next, we're all very close together on track. Anything can happen, positions change, but the closest will be Michael Court back there defending against Licciardi, Rob Logan, and here comes Neil Haynes as well. 888 horsepower of Michael Court trying to close in on David Baker here, who's made the Pro Sprint Car Series in iRacing, so he's happy about that, but he's beating himself up on the times that he's posting here. And we'll show you David Baker's race pace. Here he goes. We are on board with David Baker from SimHaus Racing. This is him at home in New South Wales. And he's chasing down or defending. He's got Stoddard and Michael Court and Licciardi. Big battle behind. He's probably looking behind. Oh, Stoddard taking that. Oh, 3 wire. Michael Court overshooting but didn't touch a sole there. Very lucky for the boys in front, but here's the drag race down in front. That is Licciardi on the left, well, sorry, on the right now. And Stoddard in the Fanta, birthday boy from yesterday. Happy birthday to him, Craig Stoddard in the Fanta for BS Motorsport. Back up front, we'll see how that's going. It is still Broadbent, very strong. The top 5 spaced out a lot. Papanopoulos still a second behind English. And then it's Bryce and Spotto together. Let's check that one out. Here it is. So they come in. Oh, another train. That is Stoddard. Oh, a bit of a tap there. Oh, and again. But they both hold. Logan's in on the action now. He wants a piece of that, trying to get past Baker, who got bogged down just tapping Licciardi. He didn't want to turn him, so he backed it off, and now he's vulnerable to an undertake. That's the pressure on behind David Baker at the moment. That's Rob Logan in the Superglass, Bendix, Maro. That's Michael Court out wide. So across the main straight for the 8th time of 28. Oh, heavy brakes into turn 1. Take a bit of that curb, let it run out wide. And start taking out to the Armco. There it is, right there. Oh, Logan getting as close as you can with cigarette paper. But still, oh, this battle now in Tonus is in the clutches of Bryce and Spotto. And Tonus racing with us from Greece, joining us all the way there. Not too sure what time of the morning it is there, but it's pretty early, I think. Come away with a second place in the round at Ruapuna. Very solid performance there. Shot him up into the top 10 with a couple of recorded results. Hoping to do more here in Tasmania. Currently in P5. So Flack starting to close in on Broadbent there. We can see it just in the hairpin. Oh, that real inside tyre. Lifting up heavy on the front end brakes, trying to turn, and the track moving away from him. You could see the air between him and the rear tyre. And that's one battle, and then further back it's Licciardi and Stoddard again. But let's watch this one, it's a 3-way. Brycey in the middle, that's Antonis and Spotto in P7, the green Sprite car. Let us know if you're watching, say g'day. Tim Lawson saying g'day to Logan and Haynes here. G'day Tim Lawson. Done a few commentary spots with us here. Hope to see him back too. Join me in the commentary box sometime. And see it hotting up at the front there. I think it was Oppo and Peter English. Look at him go. His last lap was a 51.7, same as Oppo and Flacky in front, and Broadbent with a 52 flat. So 3/10 slower than the P2, 3 and 4 Craig Broadbent, and that is why he's coming under pressure now. He tried to stretch it out. Oh, he's getting a bit sideways here. He's pushing. Those tears are heating up. You really need to look after them here in Tasmania, especially launching out that hairpin. Otherwise, it'll affect your top speed and your track position down that back straight. Peter English just running hot there. We saw him catching it at the end, and he's dropped a little bit off the back, losing 3/10 off the back of Opodesano. So Broadbent now still in the lead, but only just under a second ahead of Scott Flack from SimHaus Racing in P2. Broadbent, previous champion 2024. And we've got Daniel Opodesano, the defending champion in P3. Scott Flack yet to take a championship, but always there, always in the mix. Always very good on tyres. Watch him towards the end of the race here and puts more pressure on. So if we look down the timing screen, we can see a battle close between Michael Court and Neil Haynes, who we haven't seen for a couple of weeks. Down the main straight in 12th and 13th. Baker falling back. Oh, Court struggling. Oh, Manages to hold it, but just in front of the crowd here. And he knows he's on camera, so he's giving us a bit of a show. Stretching out, but Papanopoulos and Justin Bryce and Spotto still in the mix there. Meneguzzo by himself, but showing a clean pair of heels, lapping in the 52.3s. They're all dropping into the 52s now, except for Oppo, who's just staying in the 51.9s. So those tyres are starting to wear. The lap times are dropping. We are under halfway. These guys need to make it another 14, 15 laps. It only counts at the checkered flag. Nothing before, nothing after. And Broadbent defending the top three. They will compress, I am sure of it, and we're going to get a ding-dong battle right towards the end. These guys are just tucking in the draft, trying to stay with each other. And Spotto is right up there on the back of Justin Bryce for Service Australia. Across the start finish line for Bryce with Spotto in tow. There's not much in it. Oh, and that was Peter English, I think. Oh, that's bad news for Peter English. Let's see if we can get a replay. Oh, he's just locked up coming into the first turn. Oh, and he's lost it there. Looks like Papanopoulos already got the measure on him. And he's rejoined just ahead of Meneguzzo, it looks like. Now that's going to be a ding-dong battle. All right, back to the live action now. And Peter English manages to hold. Meneguzzo wants a position, but Peter English very strong through there. So that means Papanopoulos up into 4, Bryce up into 5, and Spotto up into 6. Flack and Oppo very close together at the moment. Here it is. On board with Oppo from Butterbing Motorsport. Showing the nose, but Scott Flack is not going to fall for that one, staying wide. Oh, not much traction with 3 tyres, better with 4. Scott Flack taking the high line there, Oppo taking the inside, and you can see how much Flack got away there just on that one corner. So that high line better for launching out of that turn. Oppo very strong on the brakes, gets back into position. Still chasing Craig Broadbent from Racetech Steel up in P1. Taking it very calm. They know they've got to keep the tyres till the end, and they're doing just that. Broadbent making it hard for them as his lap times are very strong, a 52.1. And Oppo with a 52.5 there. Flacky with a 52.1 as well. Oh, this race behind's heating up as well. We're about to lap Troy Cieslawski racing with us from Queensland. Oh, I heard something there. Might have been a tap from Spotto on Papanopoulos. See if we can see that one coming. All right, so here we go. Papanopoulos, Bryce. I didn't see Bryce at the end of the hairpin there. Let's see what happens. Oh, he locks up straight down the inside. There he goes. Oh, and he's got a reverse. So back on board with Bryce here as he comes around the start-finish line in P8. Lost a few positions there. So to recap, it's Broadbent. Oh, Cieslawski giving way to these guys just before the hairpin on the racing line, which is probably not the best, but he did what he could to let the guys go. Spotto on the back of Papanopoulos, although, yes, they are in the background. I was looking for the second cool drive car, but that was Cieslawski. Troy Cieslawski in P15 at the moment, doing well, lapping in a 54.3s. Great shot into turn 1. Very bumpy, very rough. Take the smoothest line, get the power down nice and smooth and early. Then it's a long line into the hairpin, so Oppo chasing two of them now. Beautiful day here in Tasmania. Oh, bit of Tokyo trip for Scotty Flack there to get around that corner, not doing too bad. Dropped Oppo a little bit, only 2/10 as we see in the next sector. Yeah, 2/10 from that hairpin just alone. Oh, very strong under brakes here. Very strong. Settling it down into the second gear, third. Bit of a gear change. Didn't want a wheel spin there. Hang it to the left, bring it to the right. Heavy brake, throw it to the left. Run out wide to the curb. That's a shortcut all the way out. Let it go out to the Armco. And it's a big run down the hairpin. Get on the right-hand side. Tuck in, very smooth on the brakes, settle it down, otherwise you won't be able to get it through the corner. And off they go for another lap. 19 of 28, 9 to go. And the boys are spreading out. Spotto, Meneguzzo in a battle now. Here we go, Meneguzzo on the back of Spotto now. This is for P6, English back into P5 now. And Brycey trying to get back from that P8, from P8 back to P4 where he was before. Eight laps to go as the leaders cross the start finish line. The gap between Flack and Oppo is too tight. We have to go back there. There it is. And watch Oppo come in under brakes here. Oh, almost clipped it on the outside. Crossing over, that would have been dangerous if that brushed. But safe they go. These guys have been racing with each other and this close all year long. We're only in round 5, we've got plenty to go. And it's already on and very tight in the championship, as we can see. Bottom right hand corner showing the live standings for the championship. There he is, Scott Flack on 72, Oppo and Broadbent on 65 and 60 respectively. Justin Bryce wants to improve, but he needs to stay up the front for that. So a bit of a gap back to Papanopoulos, who's nice and comfortable back there. Peter English coming through now, and then it's Spotto, Meneguzzo, and Logan, Justin Bryce. Oh, this will heat up with 7 laps to go as well, so we'll keep an eye on that one. And that is Craig Stoddard, Neil Haynes, or is that Logan there? Licciardi, and that is Haynes there. So Papanopoulos, Peter English, and then there was a big gap behind as well. So Bryce just getting past Troy Jaslowski there. Oh, a bit of a tail wag from Bryce as he tries to gain on Meneguzzo. The gap is down to 1.8. Was 2.3 at one stage. But Spotto up into 6. Stretching away. Bit of a lock up now. The tyres are getting old, I can hear. Oh, someone's hit the wall. Who was that? Don't think it was Bryce. Oh, Stoddard it was. Oh, hold on to it, son. Rob Logan getting past Ken Chislowski. Won't be competing, but here comes Licciardi in the second of the Butterbing Motorsport liveries. We're on board with Rossi Licciardi chasing down Craig Stoddard, the birthday boy from yesterday. We've got 5 laps to go now. Nice and settled on the inside. Tail out, got to get on the gas. Use the curves to get the car to rotate and hug that Armco all the way down that straight. Chislowski and Haynes close to each other. Chislowski giving way to Haynes, which is nice. Great job here in Tasmania. Not an easy thing to do. And because of the short track, it is going to be quite common, especially with race 2 45 lapper and compulsory pit stops involved as well. So we're going to be dealing with lap traffic until those cars actually decide to pit. So strategy, very much the key there in race 2. All right, Justin Bryce closing on Meneguzzo, under a second now. So Meneguzzo was a 52.9 before and Bryce was on a 52.2. So 7/10 taken out of that advantage last lap. Can Meneguzzo hold on for P7 there? His grid starting position. He was up a bit further up, but he's dropped back a couple. But he's very consistent this race. Car setup the key for him. Meneguzzo doing very well in P7. All right, let's give credit to Craig Broadbent. He's been out from the start line, dropped it on the start, and he hasn't looked back since, defending against Flacky and Opposano. When are these guys going to show their true colours, or are they already shown it, just not strong enough for Broadbent? Oh, Flack just brought up smoke, and that's going to bring Oppo right behind as well. We're on board with Daniel Opposano, Butterbing Motorsport, the number 98 car. Lap 25, 3 laps to go. Look at him close in on, smashing those gears down. Second gear, short run into P3, third gear, then fourth. Just feathering that car through that edge. Don't want to overheat that left side. And this is on board with Flack, looking back at Oppo now. The gap only 3/10. Oh, this is where Flack is not struggling, just non-consistent, and that means Oppo's right up the back still, down to 2/10. This is Oppo's opportunity now. Bryce not really gaining on Meneguzzo at the moment, only 2/10 quicker, or closer I should say. The rest of the field just spreading out now. Oh, Licciardi on the back of Stoddard still. So let's have a look at that before we get to the closing stages of the race. Stoddard just throwing it down, crossing up on the exit of that hairpin there. And that's the gap with Licciardi. Haynes is hanging on as much as he can, trying to get in on this one, but I think time's going to run out for him. Rob Logan in P9, Bryce still in P8. And Baker and Court together as well. So Baker moves up a spot. He dropped back to 14th before, but now he's got Court, and I think the lap times are very similar. That was a 54 from Michael Court, and David Baker with a 53.8. Oh, you got to stay cool there. This will be good. Coming into the hairpin. So we watch these two. Someone's bended in the hairpin, I think, or up the inside. Where's that coming from? I can hear something. Oh, someone just went straight ahead too. Oh, Stoddard. And that's Stoddard dropping back. So we're on the last lap. This is at the hairpin. Broadbent a second and a half, and Oppo just dropping off the back of Flacky there. So that battle's gonna stay as is, it looks like. Only a couple of corners to go. So Craig Broadbent now with 2 corners to go. Very smooth through here. No smoke coming from his tyres. Flacky there. So that's race win for Craig Broadbent. Flacky, Opposano, there they go. And as we come around, that is Papanopoulos, Peter English, James Spotto, and here comes Meneguzzo just defending ahead of Justin Bryce there now. And here comes Rob Logan, P9. Neil Haynes going to be finishing in the top 10. Licciardi dropping off. Not too sure what happened there. Here comes Neil Haynes in front of Licciardi, and that's Michael Court, David Baker, and here comes Craig Stoddard. So great job between these two, great battle. So very good race there, few battles throughout, a few accidents, a few overshots on the hairpin. And if you're going to overshoot on the hairpin, make sure you don't head straight ahead into the Armco as the boys go back into the pits, getting ready for race 2. Hope you guys are getting ready for race 2. 45 laps, we're going to reset, go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. But before we do, let's recap on the results there. So, session results for race 1. It is Craig Broadbent taking out the race ahead of Scott Flack, Opposano in 3. Papanopoulos untouched in P4 there. Peter English managed to recover in P5. Not a bad result for him. Spotto back up into P6 just ahead of Meneguzzo. And Meneguzzo just defending ahead of Justin Bryce, trying to recover some more spots before the finish, but wasn't to be as he finishes in P8. Rob Logan in 9 and Haynes in 10. And then P11 was Ross Licciardi in the Butterbing Motorsport for number 36 ahead of Michael Court, who got the job done on David Baker. Craig Stoddard coming to falling foul at the hairpin and falls back to P14. And then Troy Jaslowski in P15. All right, guys, you know what to do. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Set it up for race 2. Stay tuned.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
All right, welcome back. It is race 2 now. And we have the grid set from the results of race 1. That's how it works now in 2026. The grid for race 2 is set by your results for race 1. So we're no longer going to get people tripping up on back markers. We did have reverse grid, but especially a track like this, it would cause too much chaos. We don't like too much chaos here, but we love some good racing. Albertasano on the second row with Antonis Papadopoulos, then it's Peter English, James Spotto, Meneguzzo with Justin Bryce, Rob Logan with his mate Neil Haynes, Ross Licciardi with Michael Court, David Baker with Craig Stoddart and Troy Cieslawski in P15. Here we go. Let's watch the start of the race. Lights are on. Scott Flack, Craig Broadbent. Who's it going to be? Oh, reaction like a cat from Craig Broadbent as they run hot. Oh, Broadbent getting through. Antonis Meneguzzo, Justin Bryce up into P7. Already up a spot from his race result. Oh, almost hitting the Armco. Who's it going to be down the end there? Oh, big pile up there. Flack around the outside. English on the inside. Very clean, these boys. Very good. Oh, it's Papanopoulos under fire from James Spotto. Peter English trying to get up the inside of Justin Bryce, who we found out has some VR issues in that race. Oh, he's muscled his way through. There he goes. Just ahead of Brycey there. On board with Justin Bryce now. Peter English, the dude in front. Looking to change his livery too at the moment, so he may change paint jobs and sponsors before the next race. So keep an eye out on him, Peter English. Again, Oppo under fire from Blackie. Meneguzzo. Oh. Baker up into P13. Cieslawski in 14. Neil Haynes suffering further back. Where is he? There he is. He'll catch up and get through the field in no time. Just got to settle back in. It's a long one. 45 laps, compulsory pit stop. As they come round for lap 3, Broadbent the fastest at the moment. Bryce and Meneguzzo in English. Doesn't know where to look, windscreen or revision mirror. Either one's packed with V8 Supercar. Pretty much a hot dog circuit. You go up to a hairpin, come around. Peter English going to be wide there. It's going to be a drag race now. Let's see, have a look on board with Bryce, and that is Peter English there. Look at the side draft. He's got it, but watch this under brakes. Peter English trying to force him out wide. Justin Bryce too old ahead to fall for that one. Moving up into P6. Great move there. Peter English just settling back in. Still under fire from Peter English. Just settle through here and get to the next hairpin. Opodosano closing on Broadbent up ahead. Spotto on the back of Papanopoulos. Let's watch that one as well now. Just watch this under brakes. No, he thought about it, but not too strong. Oh, Meneguzzo out wide. He holds it. So Meneguzzo out wide, chasing. He's coming in under brakes. He thought there was a spot there, but it got closed and that affected his braking zone. And that's what happened to Meneguzzo. Oh, great way to get back on track there. Settling back into P8 there. Up at Papanopoulos. This is close to this race. They've all got the cobwebs out from New Zealand and they are on fire for race 2. All very much tight together. Lapping in the 51, low 51s at the moment. Opodosano with the fastest lap of the race at 51.293 at the moment. Well, only lap 5 of 45, long way to go. I always talk about pit strategy, where the people are going to pit. Are they going to undercut or overcut on this track? Peter English hot on the back of Justin Bryce now. Great move, great shot there at Tasmania. Little place called Perth, south of the border. And Neil Haynes on the back of Troy Cieslawski now. This is a battle for P14. And Neil Haynes trying to recover some positions. after an early incident on the opening laps of the race. He may get Cieslawski under brakes here, coming into the hairpin. Cieslawski in the goal. Troy just covering that line. Neil will come back nice and settled, but Troy's overshot it. There he goes. And unfortunately, that's Troy into the wall. Hopefully, he can get out of that one. There he goes. No problem. As we go back to the front, Craig Broadbent ahead of Scott Flack once again. Carbon copy of race 1 at the moment. Papadopoulos now with a 51.2, hot in P4, same position as before. And he is out by himself. What has he got? He's got a 51.241. Slightly quicker than the boys in front. Blackie's got a brake so he doesn't run in the back of Broadbent and doesn't get hit by Opposano, because Opposano is quite strong under brakes that we've seen at this upcoming corner. Look at him closing on the back of Flacky. Flacky just getting wide there. Look at the front end, just left, right, left, right. I love to see the steering wheel of Flacky. Oh, side by side, Flacky's got the gas down. He's going to push him out wide. But I think Oppo's got the position right here now. Flacky's just got to come back underneath or just sit there and be happy to sit behind Oppo. But that just means Papadopoulos is coming up from the back end. Spotto and English back there, I can see. Flacky just holding on to Oppo now. Spotto closing on English. Great turn there, very quick, in and out, very quick, no time lost there. And 7/10 behind, Peter English in front. Right behind him in the red Bridgestone tyre power. I can't say tyre power, it is Bridgestone Tyre Auto. For Damien Meneguzzo. Any other battles through the field? I can't see any, so we'll go back to Oppo and Flacky. Oh, a bit of dirt up from Bryce, it looks like, and that's a position change. Well, what happened to Bryce? Let's go back, rewind. Here's Bryce out by himself. He may have further... yeah, just overshot that corner. Try to recover now. The 333 Service Australia losing 2 positions there. And back in P7. All right. So if Blackie's in a good position, he can just stay putting pressure on Oppo, trying to force him to outuse his tyres, or overheat his tyres, I should say. And all he has to do is stay on the back until the end. But here comes Papadopoulos. There he is. What time did he do that time? At 51.6, and the boys in front doing 51.5s across the board. So nothing in it, only 1/10 between all 4 of them. And that's why they're similar position on track at the moment. Peter English closing in as well and stretching away from James Spotto on that last lap. Great shot here. That's Papadopoulos. We'll keep an eye on Peter English coming in. Spotto, you can see him coming in the back, out of the hairpin, down the back straight. Meneguzzo a bit wide there. That looks like Rob Logan. Craig Stoddard. Ross Licciolati getting slideways there. Rob Baker. David Baker in 12. Neil Haynes in 13. And Michael Court coming through for P14. So Neil Haynes moving up another position. And that is the field. So if you're watching at home, let us know in the comments. Want to see some activity there. If you're enjoying the race, please let us know. It's pitted out a bit at the moment because we're getting ready to pit in about 10 laps time. I would say the pit windows between lap 22 and 25. You wouldn't want to be going any longer than that. Otherwise, you're not doing yourself any service overcutting or staying out there longer. We can already see the times dropping a bit. We're in the high 51s. Now we're in the late 51s, almost the 52s. So it's the second stanza on the first set of tyres. That'll get us to about halfway. We're a quarter of the way there now. Or just over. Our leader, Craig Broadbent, now. Oppo closing in on that lap. 3/10 up on that one, and there they are. So now it's splitting up in two groups of two. But let's just call it one group of four because they're all within 2 seconds of each other. Not much at all. So Craig Broadbent, Race Tech Steel, very strong here in Symmons Plains. This will help his championship chances as he's currently in P3 in the championship, just behind Oppo behind him. So if he cleans this up, he'll take full 20 points. And if it stays the same, it'll be Oppo that takes a 17. So he'll gain 3 points on Oppo in the championship. Go through the field. It's stretched out a lot here now. A lot of things happening. It was very compressed for the first 5-6 laps. Now tyre wear or consistency's the key. Just a bit of a lock up there from Broadbent. Justin Bryce, I heard something on the radio. Meneguzzo getting through the P8 there, P7 I should say. Bryce struggling with his VR set. Racing on virtual reality goggles. Looking for a new set. If you've got any recommendations, put them in the comments. So welcome back. We've got viewers all over Australia at the moment. We can see them on the chat there. Let's say hello. As we've got Meneguzzo under pressure from Justin Bryce. Broadbent still out in front. And it's Flack and Papanopoulos. Here we go. The battle of the blue and black cars. Papanopoulos in the cool drive. Scott Flack in the SimHaus Racing Camaro in P3. Very close on lap times. Papanopoulos 2/10 off that last lap, but this lap's gained right back up to the number 46 car of Scott Flack. Spotto in 6. Peter English, very solid now. Let's see where he is. Across the line. He'll be chasing these two in front actually, and Spotto won't be too far behind, so these guys will come under fire. Could be a four-way battle for P3. As Oppo stretched out and trying to chase the back at leader, Craig Broadbent. There they all are in the hairpin. Oh, Flack and Papanopoulos. Papanopoulos just... Let's see the battle here. So it's a drag race down in the hairpin. This is a replay. Stay tuned. Papanopoulos, Flack defending the inside. Papanopoulos around the outside. Someone locked up, I think. Yes, a little bit. but he got a great run on the inside. Look at that, drifting skills, sprint car, and no change to position now. So we'll go back live, and they are back onto each other. Flack in 3, Papadopoulos in 2, and there's the other Cool Drive car missing the front fender. He needs to give way, needs to get out of the way. Cieslawski, he'll pull over and then back off here. There he goes, letting him go. Beautiful drive there. Cieslawski letting the leaders go, but Scott Flack getting a bit loose there. On board with Papadopoulos racing with us from Greece. On the back of Scott Flack in P3. Let's see how strong Papadopoulos is under brakes. He's going to show it, but he's in the wrong position to take that turn. He's got to go slower through to make it on the exit. See, sacrifice here. Oh, Blackie into the pits already. Lap 19. This is very undercut material. Will he come back out into lap traffic? We don't know. Let's find out. Scott Flack has gone for the early dive. This is unexpected. This is outside my predicted window. So I'm very shocked, as you can tell, as we see Craig Stoddart going past. All right, so down into P10. This could be too early to pit. The field's still coming through. Very quick on the tyres here. Blackie on the roof, and off he goes. Very quick stop. He's going to come out in P13 ahead of Michael Court. Still got some clean track there, so this is good. Let's watch this happen. So his last lap was a 52.9. So after a set of rubber, now these two under fire, they'll stay out as much as they can. If they push themselves to stay in the low 52s, they should be okay. But we've got to watch Flack at the back now. That's our indicator. That's where their engineers are going to go. All right, let's see how Flacky goes. And then Bryce now in the pits early. So they're definitely banking on themselves to make it to the end. Justin Bryce in the pit lane. Not too sure where he is behind that fence there. I'm sure he's there. We can see the roof. There he is in pit row. Quick stop for him as well. Lap 20, very early. I did say 22, but that's way earlier than what I expected. As he comes out, P13 at the moment. Will he come in front of Michael Court? Scott Flack already through, but that's expected. And he's rejoined. Oh, is he going to go just ahead? So very clean. Opposano got the lead now because I think, where is he? I can't see it, but it looks like Craig Broadbent, he's in the pit. So Oppo's out on his own. Is he going to keep staying out there? I don't know. What's the lap times for Scott Flack? We don't know. He hasn't done a full lap yet from the pits, a full clean lap. So they're all jumping in the pits now. Peter English following suit. He's in as well. Michael Court in. So Broadbent out. Haynes moves up into 10. Flack up into 11. And he's on the back of Haynes now. And Broadbent's just in front as well. So he covered off Scott Flack. And so Broadbent is there just in front. I think it's about the same gap, but Craig Broadbent's still struggling on cold tyres. Opposano in the pits now. So they're going to stick together, follow suit. They're not going to do any strategy. They're just going to stick together. Let's see if Oppo's lost any time by being out there. Papadopoulos with the fastest lap of the race, a 51.241. Very similar to race one's fastest lap. So we'll go to Meneguzzo, who's in P2 at the moment. Papadopoulos still out there. The last of the leaders to pit. Opposano still in the pits. Coming out ahead. No, he's just behind. So no gains there at all. Only one lap difference, so not a lot. And now Oppo's on fresher tyres and in a better position on Broadbent. We've got Baker in front. Now Baker's in P6. He doesn't need to give way. But if he sees the name and the bright orange car of Broadbent, and that's an ominous force behind down the back straight now. And we'll see Baker defending there. That's him driving in the red SimHaus racing car, letting Opposano go without losing too much time. He's in the pits now. So let's watch the strategy. Eyes trying to check his speed. Make sure he's got the pit limiter on. Doesn't exceed the pit lane speed limit. Oh, he's got Stoddard right there. He's going to block Stoddard. No, Stoddard just gets out. So it gives Baker enough time to have a bit of a breather as he watches the stats. All right, Broadbent and Oppo there now. Baker out of the pits now. Off he goes. Resettles back in P12 now. Just exiting pit lane. All right, penalty for Stoddard, Craig Stoddard. So unfortunately, that's going to push him back. Meneguzzo's still out there in the lead. And he's got Neil Haynes, who's in P12. He's got to overtake because Neil Haynes is going to be shown the blue flag. Oh, he shouldn't be racing. That's not the position. But because of the pit stops, I think Neil Haynes could be quicker at this stage. But he's going to get the blue flag. If he gets shown the blue flag for too long, Neil Haynes is going to get a penalty in the blue. Meneguzzo trying to get through. And there it is. That's a blue flag penalty for Neil Haynes. That explains that one. So he'll have to do a stop-go or a drive-through. Oh, Meneguzzo just losing it, clipping that grass there. Just hold it, buddy, and stay on there. Oh. Trying to come across, and Michael Court got caught up in that. Pardon the pun. So here he joins. Oh, it's all going on now. Licciardi flying in. But as the race settles, it is on. This will be on for the next 20 laps. Papanopoulos settles back into 4. English back into 5. And English is hot on the back here. Oh. Spotto. So this is a three-way battle now. Papanopoulos, English, and Spotto. And that's Michael Court up in P14. Just ahead. Oh, Spotto hot under brakes there. Almost taking... Oh, penalty for Rob Logan. It's all happening here. I don't think that's a pit lane penalty. That could be a blue flag penalty. Not too sure there. Good evening to John at Racecraft and Simrigs in Melbourne. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the telecast. Good mate of mine, so I love him watching these streams. So on board with, watching Scott Flack in P3. Oh, behind him, who was that? Someone hit the fence. Stoddard serving his pit lane penalty now. And that's dropping him back through the field, down 10, 11, still dropping. So Broadbent out in front with Oppo now. Oppo trying or just staying with him. This is what it looks like from the driver's seat of Oppo Desano. Butterbing Motorsport, number 98. Broadbent clean out of there, but watch Oppo under brakes. Here he comes, watch him close in. Very strong and smooth. Broadbent very good as well. Just came in a bit wider. Just lost a little bit of fraction on getting back on the gas there. They are on fresh tyres, so it could be that he's overshot the accelerator. Oppo's got the fastest lap of the race so far, 51.2 flats. Here they come through the Armco. Great shot there. All right, so let's recap through the field. Is Broadbent, Oppo, Scott Flack. Under 5, no. We've got Papanopoulos, English dropped off a bit. Here he is. Papanopoulos by himself, but it's English and Spotto. There they are. This is a battle for P5. Peter English, the new kid on the block. Spotto's got a full season under his belt. Had a fantastic year last year, taking out P4s pretty much every round, and a lot of races. He wants that P4 again, starting with the P5 of Peter English. Oh, look at this battle. It's so good. Spotto trying everything for BS Motorsports. Oh, look at that. What a great shot. Watch him come up on the inside there. Oh, here we go. Getting in the draft. English covering the inside. Spotto's going to go on the out. Right around the outside. Is he going to make it stick? His teammates right behind him. Stoddard in the Fanta car. Oh, Spotto going to get the inside. Peter English just left it wide open there. Oh, look at that. English up on 2 wheels, hitting the inside curb. Not much traction on 2 wheels though. Got to settle it into turn 1, down the gears, hard brake and then turn. Get the car to rotate with the accelerator. Hit the curbs and then roll out to that Armco for a long run down into the hairpin. Those braking markers, very important. That's why they're up on the Armco. No one can take them out, which used to be the case. Oh, Stoddard, hold on to it, son. Oh, just gets it on fresh tyres. I can see Michael Court behind there. So a bit of time lost through the pit stops, and Michael Court got caught up with Meneguzzo crossing over into the pit lane entrance there and had to do a bit of a donut U-turn. We have got 14 laps to go. Stay tuned, not far to the end. Broadbent and Oppo, here we go, right on cue. Oppo just flicked the arse out to stop Oppo coming. This has been on since the pit stop on lap 20. 21, 22 I should say. So these guys will be like this until the very end. 14 laps of this racing will be very intense between these two. Oppo up the inside. Who's going to get it? Broadbent just letting it through now. Oppo into the lead. Oh, that's... I think that's Czeslowski in front. A lap car, he'll stop on the inside there. That's his usual spot. Not affecting the leaders. So Justin Bryce up in a P15 behind Papanopoulos. This gap very hot. Look at that, only 2 tenths in it, but we can see the gap. We don't need the timing screen. Off they go, under the bridge, Dunlop Bridge and down to the back straight. Drag race, long shot here. We can see the whole track action further down the circuit. Through the hairpin now, Oppo, nice. And Broadbent, oh, someone just went straight ahead. I think that'll be Czeslowski at the end of the hairpin. Here they come back towards the camera. It's a full lap of the track. Great viewing track. You can see all the action all around the circuit as they come around the start-finish line for the 33rd time, starting lap 44. The number 98 out in front, Craig Broadbent, hasn't gone anywhere. He's still there, chasing the back of Opodosano. Now it's Broadbent that's strong under brakes. Well, let's see if there's any other battles through the field. No, they've stretched out a fair bit now. Those pit stops really telling for the more experienced drivers. You can gain a lot through a clean pit stop. The top 3 or 4 not really giving anything away through the pit stop, so very clinical and no advantage on a undercut there or overcut. Oppo just getting a bit loose through there. Broadbent a bit cleaner there for Race Textile. Look how strong he is in the hairpin. Is he going to be that strong towards the end of the race? Just getting through the gears, the sun reflecting off his bonnet. Must be in his eyes at the moment as he's trying to look further down the track. And will he show the nose up the inside? No, he's just going to stay on his line and get him later. Oh, look at this. He's got a better exit here. Carrying a bit more speed, but Oppo was short in, fast out through the double left-hander as they cross the start-finish line once again. 10 laps to go, not long. This is race 2, round 5 at Tasmania. The next one is Hidden Valley, I think. So we've got Broadbent covering on the back of Opodesano. That's a gap. This is the lead for the race. That is Oppo out in front. Broadbent in P2. Scott Flack 4 seconds back. He will be defending against Papanopoulos any second now. Here they come. That is Haynes in between. No, that's Logan in between. So Logan in P10, just giving way there now. Letting Papa and Flacky to battle it out together. And that definitely was Rob Logan in the number 10 car for Bendix. So Justin Bryce there in P5. He's got Spotto and Stoddard there out of position, but they're still following. Oh, Brycey just on the inside, getting tail happy. We've seen a bit of that tonight here. Just don't want to be burning up those tyres and not getting any traction out of the hairpin there. Down the main straight into the second last corner. Nice and smooth. That's very clinical there. So to Spotto closing in. Only 1.2 seconds behind. So that's Spotto in P6 now. Look how close he's getting. That's not 1.2. That's almost 7/10 behind. As Stoddard's doing very well to hang on. He's currently in 11. Lock up from Brycey just a little bit. Oh, Spotto very clean out of there. So I've got Peter English coming through the hairpin in P7. Not a bad position. He wants P5 though. Meneguzzo further back in P8. Roslicciardi chasing down Meneguzzo. Only 3 seconds behind. This could change towards the end. We've got 6 laps left. That's Roslicciardi in P9. P10 is Rob Logan, as we saw before, and the leaders. Oh, Antonis Papadopoulos closing on Flacky there. We'll quickly get through the field and come back to that battle. Stoddard in P11. Birthday boy from yesterday. Happy birthday, mate. And Neil Haynes right behind him. That is for position. So that's half a second difference. Not much at all. David Baker, the second of the SimHaus Racing liveries, is in P13, and Michael Court in 14, and Troy Kozlowski in the second cool drive in P15. All right, back to the front. It's Oppo and Broadbent. But this one here, look at this. Oh, Papa just getting loose, racing from Greece. Oh, strong, strong, strong. Crossing over while Flacky turns into the hairpin. But these guys have raced together this close proximity and done very well not to take each other out. Very gentleman drivers. There's a bit of a battle between Oppo and Papa on the last race of the last round. But it's all been cleared away. Oh, very loose for Papa there. Love this shot on the Armco down the main straight. You can see how intense it is for these guys in the vehicle, and it reflects on the outside as well. Broadbent trying to close on Oppo in front. Oh, I don't know how Papa's making that work, taking that inside line. Surely sacrificing some time there. Not too much if you look at that gap. I can see Neil Haynes closing on Stoddard for P11. Further back as well, only 6/10 behind. 4 laps to go, not much in it. These guys will be battling it out. We've got 2 groups of 2. We'll go to the leaders as they come through turn 1. Oh, so the second of the Bada Bing vehicles are out there. Oppo just getting out of the way. Licciardi just getting out of the way for the boys as he'll be showing the blue flag. The lead is coming through with 3 laps to go. Broadbent's going to open up the account now and start charging. Trying all the lines. Oppo's just got to stay cool. Forget about the rear vision mirror. Just do his own thing. And the rest will look after itself. Oppo flashing the lights to Cieslawski there, and he obliges. Oh, Broadbent closing in. He's got to attack sooner or later. He's only got 2 laps to do it. He better do it now because that'll give him a chance to go again. And Papanopoulos just dropping off the back of Flacky there. Not too sure what happened there, so I'll have a look. Oh, he's already dropped off there. But maybe he's locked up into the hairpin. No, pretty clean. So we'll go back live. We don't want to lose the action out in front because now the tight race is for the lead. Exciting stuff here. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Hit the follow button. And yes, my voice is always this smooth, my friend. Until there's some exciting action on track. Oh, look at that. Speaking of, it's Broadbent right behind. Only got 2 laps to go. Broadbent's got not much to do about it. If he wants the round win, he needs to take this position back from Oppo. Although Oppo's got a first and a third, and Broadbent will be a first and a second. So it'll be Broadbent's round if it stays the same. So maybe he can just sit there, not take any risk with 1 lap to go. This is the final lap now. Look at him close in on the back of Oppo. Oh, I'll stay with this until the hairpin. We'll go like this, and then for the hairpin, we'll watch him close in. Is there a dive? Oh, there was a dive, but Oppo did enough. A little bit of SVG, but not enough to upset Oppo. Oppo's going to hold it for this one. Papanopoulos dropping right back now. 6 seconds off Flacky, so that position is solid for Flacky. All right, last couple of corners now. This is Oppo for the lead. Broadbent, he's got 2 corners to make it. That was the opportunity. He's not really going to get it done here unless it's Oppo's. And there it goes, flashing the lights across the start-finish line. And that is it for race 2. That is Licciardi crossing. Here comes Scott Flack. And that is Neil Haynes. Papanopoulos, just dropping off there. And that is Jaslowski coming, his teammate. Here comes Justin Bryce. That is P5. Great job. James Spotto right behind him in 6. Peter English, that's Stoddart in the Fanta. Here comes Peter English. There he goes, trying to get us sideways. Neil Haynes across the line. Michael Court. So that looks like the field crossing the line. So let's go back to the leader. There he is. That is the winner of the race. And he'll take second in the round. So the round will go to Broadbent, Craig Broadbent. Here he is. And that is Scott Flack with him as well. So great cool down lap. Great to see these boys just taking it easy now. Looking after the tyres before they give it back to the engineer. So congratulations to Craig Broadbent. And Broadbent taking out round 5 of the 2026 SimHaus V8 League. All queuing up now, lining up. So they all come into the pits. So recapping on the results. It is going to be Daniel Opposano to take the win ahead of Craig Broadbent for Racetech Steel. Then it was Scott Flack for SimHaus Racing and Tonis Papanopoulos for Arion Sim Racing, and Justin Bryce for Service Australia. Then we've got James Spotto in P6 for BS Motorsports, Peter English in P7, Damien Managuzzo in 8, solid result for him. Ross Licciardi finishing well in the top 10 in P9 for Butterbing Motorsport. Rob Logan finishing 10th. With his mate, Craig Stoddard in the Fanta, second at the BS Motorsports, finishing P11. Neil Haynes in P12. David Baker struggling at Symmons Plains, not his best result there, P13. Michael Court finishing 14, and Troy Zaslowski rounding out the top 15, racing with us from Queensland. So, if you're tuning in, make sure you watch us on the next one, which will be Hidden Valley on the 17th of June. So make sure you follow us for that one. That'll be a good one at the Darwin for the Triple Crown up there. Then after that, it'll be 8th of July back in Townsville. 2 hot ones there. And then Barbagallo in Perth on the 29th. So stay tuned. There's the next 3 rounds. And that's the rest of the calendar there. So if you want to do, screenshot it. Or follow the links in our description. All the information's there for you, the track, the cars, and how you can join us for the next race. All right, hope to see you there. Thanks for joining us. That concludes the racing for tonight. Congratulations to the winner, Craig Broadbent, for the round. And hope to see you back for round 6. Good night.